Hey everyone, welcome to vlog 3. It's supposed to be vlog 4, but that never got published, number 3, so moving on. This is, once again, if you're new to the channel or whatever, don't watch this video. It's for me, not for you. But if you want to watch, get watch time up, by all means. It's me rambling about channel stuff and where I want to go. So, first off, I think I finally solved that wants to focus. Audio problem. Not sorted the focus problem out yet. This camera's not great, but it's better than what I had before. If you want to hear the difference between the audio, one of the microphones I was using was that Yeti behind me. So this is what the old recording sounded like. So here's some stuff that I'm going to say. This should be getting recorded on the old mic. And this is what the new mic sounds like. So it's day and night really, isn't it? So, and as you can probably see, there's flat walls behind me. Sun's just started coming up, so it's a bit annoying, but it's fine. So flat walls everywhere in here where I record, and it's very echoey. Because I rent this particular building, I can't really start nailing like sound sheets and stuff to the wall, so not going to be doing that. So this should suffice for now. So, I haven't done a video last month, so this is the January-February video really, well February now. The last 2 months have been weird, I would say. The views and subs in December were high, but the watch time was low. That was mainly because of the contest I was running. It was generating a lot of buzz when I posted it on Discord and Reddit and Social Man and various other places. So it generated a spike in like subs and views, but watch time was terrible. That CPU's since gone. It's gone off to Fife in Australia? No, that's a different country. Fife in Scotland. I don't know why I said Australia. So that was, I wouldn't say dodge a bullet, but judging by how Royal Mail put a blockade on all exports over December because of the UK variant of the virus, I was kind of glad that the person who won was actually nearby, because it took me a week to get in contact with them. They sent me their email. Some of you may have actually caught the email if you're quick enough, and found out they were in Fife, so that was brilliant. I sent it off to them. They're more than happy, so that's brilliant. Not that sending it across the world wouldn't have been a problem, but I had a feeling it would have been delayed because the blockade has only really been lifted in like the last 2-3 weeks, and even now there's still limitations on countries, and the postage has gone up stupidly because of, I wouldn't say Brexit because that's nonsense, because it's a zero value item, so it's not a problem, but it was more the fact that Royal Mail has put the prices up and there was extra checks. It was all a bit of a mess. I've had to send something abroad recently, and it was into the Netherlands, and it was a nightmare. It was more faff than it needed to be. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Let's have a quick look at the actual stats of the channel, shall we? So it's been a bit of, like I said, it's been a bit of a weird 2 months. For some reason, the Lenovo, I can never say that, Lenovo M93 budget Windows 10 machine video that I did, this first video I actually did, uploaded it about, it was about a year ago now. I took it down, then re-uploaded it when this channel went live. So that's technically my first video I ever uploaded, and it was just me taking apart. I mean, look at that. That's insane. It was just me basically taking apart a machine, talking about the units. It was 18 minutes long, and having a look at some gameplay with the horrible HD graphics. So obviously that hit a chord with people. Showing the tearing there, which, ugh. So I might do some more of those, because I have quite a lot of budget machines lying around that, oddly enough, if I go back, this version here hasn't done anything, which I thought would have. Maybe it was the title of the video. Funny story. This machine has since come back to me since doing this. They used it for about, I suppose, 3 weeks. Then they got a free laptop from their school, which fixed the problem. Great. They kept the monitor. Fair dues. You can see there's one of those behind me. I have a lot of these DGM monitors. So there's one with a crack in it, and they just keep going. 1680 by 1050 for you wondering. Terrible things, but they work. Anyway, back to the nonsense I was talking about. The watch time for last month was just shy of 14,000 minutes. I know it says 216 hours there, but if we go to January, it goes 230 hours. As you can see, it's done considerably better than the previous months. There was a dip in December. Not entirely sure why there was a dip. Maybe because Christmas and people aren't watching. But 230. Now, while that sounds like a lot, it's not. Because at the end of the day, I need to get to 4,000. So, getting there. I probably need it to be, well, I need to be about 400 hours. So, just over halfway. So, if I can keep going up, at least just like, 10%, 20% a month, by the end of the year, it should be there. Which brings me on to the next point. Subscribers. You can tell when I put the contest live, can't you? Yeah, so interestingly, there was only 29 entries. A lot of those never left a comment, which was quite clear. Leave a damn comment. So subscribing was like, I had this an extra requirement afterwards, but the original requirement was just a comment. So people don't read or watch videos, which you can tell from the overclocking video. No one reads. I think people seem to think I was doing the 4750G. And the fact I was using 4000 MHz RAM, which I wasn't. I stated I was using 3200 MHz RAM. And I was comparing it against, let's say, the RX 460. I know I used an Infinity Fabric clock to 2000 MHz. The reason for that was I used a few settings, and I found the 2000 MHz, for whatever reason, was more stable with those settings. So I went backwards and forwards, and it gave a few frames more. I know you should have a 1-to-1 ratio, but it's not always that simple. If anyone remembers back from like the hypertransport days and stuff like that, 1-to-1 ratio was ideal, but you didn't always go for it because you could tweak it just right to get a perfect, not a perfect setup, but get slightly more performance. And people think it should be as fast as the RS 460. No. Just no. It's not. I'm sorry. I mean, here's Apex Legends. Granted, very low quality. Just no. Look at this. Look at those frame rates. And it's consistent. It's like, here is Doom. So and I've done the same with the 4750G. Interestingly, since the update of Apex Legends recently, the performance of the 460 is really low. So actually, the 4750G nearly beats it. But I think that's just an outlier. I'm going to rerun it now. Well, not now, but soon, with the Season 8 stuff to see if they've fixed it. Because there was some weird stuff after the end of the season 7 stuff, there was some really weird performance issues I was getting with the 460. So I'll revisit that, but the 4750G review is coming. I just have a lot of data to process, because this video has made me not want to prove the point, but I spent days trying to check my insanity and comparing against other cards. So I've gone from like the GT710 all the way up to a RX 480 and a GTX 1650. So I've stuck purely mid-range and compared it against those cards. Obviously there's no point comparing against a 1080 Ti or anything like that, because that's just stupid. But purely mid-range, purely budget cards, I've done a comparison. Because for the price of RAM, you can pretty much buy one of those cards. Obviously power consumption wise, the APU is better, but whatever. That's for later. But anyway, so the channel is going in the right direction. Getting lots of hits for the RX 460, I'm guessing because it's so cheap of a card. And with the current, what they call it, chip apocalypse. You know, that's just, it's all a bit stupid really. So the prices are silly. The RX 460 second hand is still quite cheap, because everyone sees it as a really old card, and people are trying to get, but the RX 540, so the RX 560 is considerably more expensive, at least in the UK. Why? It's the same card. Pretty much. Bigger numbers. But whatever. So RX 460, very cheap card. I want to do a video on that probably next few weeks, because it is a phenomenal card for the price. And got some motherboard reviews coming. Got some good feedback from this one, not that one, this one in particular, because I went through the whole process of when I went for every BIOS option in there, and I got a few emails actually about that, and that was very great, and I'm glad I did it. And the next motherboard review I'm doing, which should go live today, is the Asus Prime B550M, which is, I think, still set up in the other room. And yeah, I've gone through the same process there. I've skipped over a few things because there's some Ryzen 5000 stuff in there. Plus, I don't know what some of it is. Let's be honest. I've dealt with loads of motherboards over the years, and you only ever need most of the settings. So you've got it's like Word and Excel and stuff. All these features, you only use 1% of them. But I went through them, I've gone through them all, because I don't know what people are looking for. I know what I look for on a motherboard, and I wish people would post more information, because the manuals for motherboards do not have the detail you need, because they're based on the original version. So BIOS updates change all that, especially with the B550M. I've never known a BIOS change so much through some minor version updates. It's mad. I've bought stuff bleeding edge before, pre-ordered a board and all that, and I've never known so many options change, disappear, reappear. Just crazy, but it's not a problem. But anyway, that's enough rambling for now. So I'm going to focus on some budget machines, some 460 stuff. Will it run videos as well? I'm going to do a few more of those, because I've generated a lot of video content from doing the 4750 review. So it seems a shame to waste it. Plus, it's quite informative if you're looking for a particular game card. I know I do that all the time myself, mainly for the lower range stuff, like will a GT 1030 run X? Save me downloading it, installing it, testing it, and going, oh, it doesn't bloody run. Quick video, quick look, 5 minutes of my time, I know. So I'm going to do a few more of those, because they are generating round about 20% of my view time. Probably a little bit more. So it's worth doing a few more of those. So, and that's that. One final thing though. Didn't really want to do it, but I've added a PayPal donate below. The lighting's gone really weird in here, I can see that. Don't expect anyone to ever donate on it, but it's down there. If you want to donate anything, leave a comment in the donate section and tell me what you want it to be used for. That money is going to go directly into the channel to either generate content, buy parts, and that kind of stuff. And hopefully it will be the next stepping stone to doing this channel part-time as a job. I would like to do it 1 day a week. Well, the camera just died, so great. So as I was saying, if you wish to donate below, please state what you want the donation to go towards. I don't expect any donations at all, but it's essentially just, buy me a coffee kind of thing, and it's so I can hopefully get to a point where I can do this part-time. Sorry for the creaky chair. Also, I'm going to look at more of the videos that are getting the hits, so we're going to do some Can It Run videos, try and do some more motherboard reviews, which I have a few lying about, and some more business machines, because for some reason that's generated a lot of views. I'm also going to do a few videos on the RX 460 because that GPU is very cheap and very good. And other than that, I want to do some retro hardware stuff because I do like doing that. More for me personally, and might as well share it while I'm doing it. And I don't know if you can hear. Also, it's very noisy to record in this building, so it makes this a little harder. And I want to then do some educational videos, such as simple stuff like 2-3 minute videos kind of thing, like explaining components of the computer almost at a higher level sense, and then maybe move on to other stuff like maybe programming and configuring your computer and installing the operating system yourself. So much simpler stuff. I'll then work my way up to more complex subjects as the channel grows, but I like it to almost be a journey for someone to watch and go through. So hopefully I can get this animated. It's been a while since I used Adobe Animate, so we'll see what I can do. That's going to take a lot of time, but that's where I want this channel to go to, so I don't expect to make any of those videos even in the next 6 months. I would like to, but my time as it is isn't going to be there, because I went from 10 to 12 hours a week of working on the channel down to 6 in the last month, so my time is getting squeezed more and more, so I really need to give up a full day at work to try and work on this channel if I want to be serious about it. But rambling over, quick point on how much I've spent. I've spent £80 this month, and that's on a open bench thing, because the mobile trays, while great for working, and I use them all the time, they're not very pretty on YouTube, do they? But they serve a purpose. So I bought something from China, took about a month to get here. Fine, haven't even opened it yet. Hopefully it will add a more professional feel to the channel rather than that cheap mobile tray. Well, cheap, it's about 20 years old, that tray is now, so it's done its job. But other than that, thank you for watching. If you're still watching, why? Go do something else. This is wasting your time. And I will have some videos posted up. Hopefully there'll be a motherboard review in the next 10 minutes after this video goes up. Fingers crossed. Depends on processing time and stuff, but for now, see you in the next vlog, which is probably going to be in 3-4 months time. Don't need to do these as often, I don't think. But until then, thank you for watching my videos, thank you for subscribing, and goodbye.